Now, there are a few things more important for this country right now than energy policy and boosting supplies. We've made an absolute mess of our electricity grid, largely because of major interventions over the years aimed at reducing carbon dioxide emissions to meet climate policy goals that, by the way, most of the rest of the world is ignoring. We now get power in this country from coal, gas, hydro, wind and solar, as you know. There are no other options currently, especially given state and federal laws outlaw nuclear energy. Former Greens leader Bob Brown is one of the many who oppose nuclear energy and has campaigned against the uranium industry and nuclear power over the years. Of course, he famously first came to national attention in the 1980s, protesting against the proposed Franklin River Dam and hydroelectricity.
We've got 39 dams, 26 power stations and the worst unemployment since the Great Depression. The dams are draining money away from employment-creating opportunities in the cities and towns, and thousands of people are out of work because our economy is out of balance.
As you know, he was successful in that opposition, but Brown is now struggling to find a power source he supports. He also protested against the James Price gas project in Western Australia.
But there's one thing we can do for this country, and that's stop that appalling project. It doesn't have to be here. It's bringing gas from hundreds of kilometres out there in the ocean. Woodside, Shell, BP, BHP, all the other companies that are involved can go somewhere else. They don't have to put it in this magnificent place.
OK, so that's nuclear, hydro and gas that Brown has protested against. And we all know most recently that he's unsuccessfully led strong protests against coal mining.
As we get underway with an increased campaign against the Adani coal mine outrage in central Queensland, which is going international. If they thought...
OK, there's not much left, is there? If Bob Brown likes energy, it's clearly not coal, gas, nuclear or hydro. How about wind energy? Surely that would escape Brown's zeal for protest. Well, blow me down. As revealed on the front page of today's Australian newspaper, Brown is now protesting against a wind farm proposed for Robben Island off Tasmania. He's posted a statement against the plan on the website for the Bob Brown Foundation. He says that besides ruining the scenery, the wind turbines will kill wedge-tailed eagles, sea eagles and other migratory parrots. Brown also says the transmission lines will cut through scenic areas, and suddenly in favour of power paying its own way, he says the company proposing them ought to build its own submarine cable. And then building on this economic theme, he seems to be worried the company might make some money out of its energy project and not give enough money to Tasmania. Surely Bob Brown is finally exposed here. He's not so much infatuated with the environment or climate action or renewable energy. No, Bob Brown seems to be obsessed with protest, with oppositionism, and perish any project that doesn't take his fancy.